Robert Heffernan, EndoTech, exclusively for the Pareto Network and EndoTech subscribers. We lost the button. Anyway, we don't need that. I'm a master endotechnician, firmly in the matrix. When trading cryptos, you know what? The cryptos trade 24/7, 365 days a week. This is our weekly segment, and I will be talking in the vital section about the weekly levels I am paying attention to. In order for you to take in that content, if you're watching on YouTube, you need to be an EndoTech subscriber or a Pareto token holder, and then you can watch it at endotech.io and get all of the pertinent, actionable trading information. Let's do the rounds. Doing the rounds, we do it every day. My chance to talk about what I see in the crypto sphere. Things in blockchain, headlines, and a couple of things. You know, I talked on Friday, on the weekend edition, about how many different forecasts there are out there, especially for Bitcoin, right? You got, I think it's probably pretty safe to say that Tim Draper on the far explosiveness side of the equation, predicting Bitcoin 250,000 per Bitcoin by 2022. And then many other people, including New York University professor Nouriel Roubini, saying it's all a scam and it's all going to zero. I also talked about how, what was the old thing I heard, especially about tenured professors? The people that can do and the people that can't teach. I don't know. I don't know if that's all true, because there's been some wonderful teachers in my life. But you have the Goldman, ex-Goldman president getting into crypto. So many intelligent people left and right getting into crypto and the blockchain because it is going to be transformational. And I kind of laughed somewhat laughed at Tim Draper's prediction of Bitcoin at 250,000. Not that I don't think that believe me, I've been around trading long enough to think and know that anything is possible, for sure. I just know that right now the price discovery that's going on doesn't indicate a monster bull market yet. And I will not miss it, believe me, I will not miss it. And you won't miss it either if you pay attention to the momentum. But for Bitcoin to do that, something huge and fundamental is going to have to change. Now, there were some more rumblings this weekend, and this is why I want to talk about this a little bit. On the fundamental side of why something like that could happen. Right now, you got President Trump tweeting and blasting the Fed, and this igniting a whole discussion in the US of A about just how do we have an unelected for-profit, basically, company that completely controls the economy in so many ways, shapes, and forms, and that maybe it isn't out of the question that blockchain will start to erode away at those power structures. And cryptocurrencies, who knows what is possible? Who knows? And I read a very insightful article just on the breadth of the monetary, the easing, and what's the term that they use? Anyway, I don't need to get into the economics of it. All we know is anybody that can look at it thinks that we've had an incredible increase in assets, mostly from monetary policy, from incredibly low interest rates and quantitative easing from all central banks on the planet. And maybe the blockchain does something to disrupt that. And if it does, on the outside chance that it does, I'm fairly sure that Bitcoin could go to 250,000 in those type of scenarios. Who knows? I'll tell you what, it's not going to go to 250,000 and be in lower momentum on the weekly. Those two things won't happen. On the other side, the Brave browser, incredible crypto technology, looking to disrupt the Googles and the Facebooks of the earth. And the Brave executives now telling the EU that the GDPR, it's basically leveling the playing field with technology companies and not allowing them to use all of their data that they gather from one place to another. It's a little bit over my head from the technical side of things, but I understand when somebody has an incredible advantage in business, how they can squash anybody attempting to get into the space. And Brave has actually done an incredible job getting into the space because people are sick of you know what? You get nothing for free. So everybody thought that Google was this great free thing, except they're harvesting all of your data. So it's not free. Anyway, interesting to see those couple of things over the weekend. An incredibly quiet trading weekend. Again, sideways, more sideways, a little bit of a lifted your head for a while, closed pretty bad Sunday night. Let's talk about it in the vitals, but before I do that, I got to say goodbye to the YouTube crowd. Before I go from YouTube, remember the ET bot available for trading your account at Kraken. Please open an account at Kraken. Talk to our customer service people at EndoTech.io. And if you do not want to do the homework, if you do not want to spend the time to learn how to become a profitable trader, let the ET bot do the trading for you. Again, available at Kraken through EndoTech.io. Your funds are your funds. They're at Kraken. They're custodiated by Kraken. We just run the trading side of it with the ET bot and our automation module. All right, let's take the vitals. And I got to say goodbye to YouTube.